almost here. Let's all give a big cheer. Well, we went from Crush Fest yesterday. Captain Mike Urema, owner of I-1 Baits, and myself laid the smack down on these fish for about an hour and a half yesterday. I came out to relatively the same spot, not exactly, but pretty close. And I've been at it for an hour, and I've had one bite and one keeper walleye. So I think it's safe to say that they're a little stingy today. I'm here, you're here. Isn't it our time, Mr. Hand? Mr. Hand, will I pass history this year? Well, Mr. Spicoli, I don't know. Mr. Spicoli. Good morning, everybody. People starting to show up. Anybody want to give me an audio check this morning? I'm still trying to tweak my lavalier mic. Yesterday, after reviewing the footage, it was not on. That's for sure. Because you couldn't hear Mike, and when I turned my head, you couldn't hear me. And the whole point of these mics is they're on us, as opposed to having to be looking and talking to the camera in order to be heard. So, sounds good. Okay, Mark, you want to do me a favor then? You're going to be my guinea pig. Gary too. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to turn the other direction and go to the back of the boat. Tell me if you can still hear me. I'm walking, and I'm stopping. And now I'm casting way back here at the back of the boat. Way back here. And I'm turning the other direction. So, if you can still hear me, that's great. Give me a little thumbs up. I'll walk back up in a second and check tape. Sounds good. I thought yesterday sounded good. Yep, sounds good. Okay, so yeah, if you noticed yesterday, and I don't care if I don't know if anybody cares about the technical part of what I do, but you can tell. So 2 days ago it was working right. Yesterday I unhooked it from my GoPro and then hooked it up to my phone, switched cables like I was supposed to. The only thing I can think is maybe I should have powered both units off and then powered them back on when I'd switched cables to a new device. Excuse me, that's the only thing I can think of. Because when Mike was talking yesterday and he was at the back of the boat, you could barely hear him. And that's the sheer indication that his lav mic was not on. And then you could see me when I turned my head or when I bent down to pick up a fish, you couldn't, it was muffled as well. And it shouldn't be. It should be spot on no matter what I'm doing. Because in a perfect world, when it's just me on the live and I'm filming it on my phone, I would like to be a little farther away and able to still be heard. So I want to give a quick shout out to a young man that came out. There's me and two other boats out here this morning. John's out here, my buddy John Wilczek. I'm assuming Gary's with him. It looks like the same color jacket in the front of the boat. And then another young guy come out here. So there's three boats, me and two others. And he came up to me and introduced himself. He's from Iowa. He's here in Syracuse. His name is, I think he said his name was Jed. I'm terrible with names. It takes me hearing someone's name quite a bit before I really associate it. But I think he said his name was Jed. And, he came up to me and said, I'm out here because of you, and I've learned so much from you that I really wanted to come and say thank you. God, how much nicer of a compliment could somebody give somebody, you know? So Jed, pleasure to meet you. I hope you enjoy Central New York, and we certainly have. I don't know Iowa, but I'm going to venture to say that we have way more fishing and way better fishing than you've ever experienced in Iowa, and I hope you get out here and try it all, you know. And there's a lot of other lakes that are just incredible in upstate New York. So welcome, my friend, welcome. A little different than yesterday, certainly. I'm assuming this front that's coming, you know, it's still warm today. Okay, so let's go through our routine. I left the dock at 6:30 this morning to a light drizzle, about 40 degrees. Boy, there's fish down here too. I found what looks like a decent pile of them, but I'm gonna toss a bag back out just to straighten me out here a little bit. I've got a light west wind. After the next cast, I'll show you guys been a lot of improvements to the channel here recently with these, if I can just get everything to work right, you know, with the new microphones, and I bought a wind. Rumble Seat told me what it's called, what the name of them's called, and I forget, but it measures wind speed. And so I thought that was pretty cool. I got it, came in the mail last night. I've got it with me. I haven't even turned it on or tried it, although I'm going to here momentarily. If I can get my blade to run correctly, that would be wonderful. Mark, Gary, Fable 52, thanks, buddy. The real tests come when the wind is howling. Yeah, you got that, Randy. Oh, there's one. Well, I knew I had a pretty decent picture. Oh, he came off right there. I was sitting here talking to you guys. And I'm not doing my job. All right, so let's try this thing out real quick and see what we got here. Huh. So this is what it looks like. And I'm holding it into the wind right at the moment. This thing spins and it's showing me 5 to 6 miles an hour. That is so cool. That is so cool. All right. So there is your official wind speed for this morning. We're super official around here. Super official. So that was cool. Now I want to see it blow, like really blow, and get a reading on it. Rumble Seat, that was just for you, buddy. So light west wind, 5 to 6 miles an hour, perfect drift. I'm at 0.3. I have found decent marks. I'm in 17 foot of water. I started in 17. I went out to 18 and a half. I didn't see as much. I came back west into the... So on your graph, if you look around the west end, there comes a point where everything pinches as it goes west. And the lake goes from wide to narrow and everything necks down, you know? That felt like one right there. And I'm right down here. I'm off Muskrat Bay, but if you drew a straight line, I'm almost due south of Johnson's Bay Marina. I can see it up in there. I can see all the boats up on shore. This is a big wide flat, you know. These fish are roaming. Since that day I was out here with Don Birdie, I haven't crushed them like we did that day. That was just a slugfest. But you know, I mean, yesterday Mike and I only had a limited amount of time, and I went and rewatched the fishing show, the morning fishing show from yesterday, and I don't know, I lost track. I don't know, I think we caught pretty close to 10 fish on camera, and we were on camera for just about an hour, and we'd caught fish before that. So, you know, it goes back to that talk we had about expectations the other day. You know, how much is enough? How much do you have to have before you say, oh boy, that was great? Well, I had a lot of fun yesterday. I had a lot of fun. Not that I'm not having fun today, but it's just different. You know, I've had 2 bites and I got one of them, and you guys just saw me miss that other one. That fish I caught this morning was just a keeper. And I've cycled through 3 different things. I've thrown 2 colors of blades and 2 colors of swim baits. And I'm about ready to go back to the swim bait here because everything I'm seeing is pegged right to the bottom, which isn't surprising at all. Water temp, surface temp is 37.1. So it has stayed what it was yesterday, and it's up about a degree, a little over a degree from a couple days ago. You know, I watch the weather every night, and you know, now we're out till next Wednesday, and everything is in the 40s. Oh, there's another boat over there, way over in Johnson's Bay. Wow, there's 4 of us out here today. That's crazy. It's completely crowded. I try to say some stuff like that with a straight face. I really do, because I'm being funny. It's so great to see people out here. And this time of year, you know, there are some challenges with launching and being out here, but right now it's a beautiful day. It could be July, you know, other than the temperature. And so it's nice to see people out here and enjoying, and I hope everybody catches a pile of fish today. I got a message this morning from Captain Mike Casano. He was the other boat out here. Him and his buddy, he said his buddy's name was Ralph. They were in his boat. They were the boat that Mike and I were searching for the sound in the fog. And we finally did find him or see him. And they weren't terribly far from us. And he said they just had a smasher day. You know, they were out longer than we were and stayed. And, you know, a smasher day, like 30 walleyes, 20 smallmouth, and then a whole pile of big perch, he said. So, you know, that's what you can do when you find them right now, or if you're in and around them when they turn on. There's no question these fish are feeding hard, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon until this thing ice is over. And then even first ice, you know, first ice is always first ice and last ice. First ice and last ice are always the best. You know, and this year when it does ice, I really want to mess around and fish out here. I've never really fished this flat through the ice, and I am going to this year, even if I don't come out this far. I mean, there's a lot of good water between me and the South Shore right here. A lot of good water, and there's no shortage of fish. And so if I stay on them in the boat until it ices up, then it makes sense that, that they'll still be right here when I get out here on safe ice. So the only good thing about these quiet mornings is it keeps me from wanting to stay out here too long, and I got to go and install this hot water heater today and finish my plumbing and electrical on the bathroom remodel I'm doing out in Sylvan Beach, and that's coming along good, but I've got to get busy and do it. So that's been my morning in a nutshell. I'm gonna make a few casts with the swim bait just because I love it, and I haven't caught one on a swim bait yet this morning. While I'm switching programs here, I want to remind everybody I will be over at Mike at I1 Baits World Headquarters at some point tonight, picking up all of the blade baits I need to make my 6-packs. I will have them up on Shopify as soon as I possibly can. I have had an absolute ton of requests for these baits, and I'm going to do all the colors that I've been fishing this season that are my favorites, and that's just what's my favorites. I mean, I haven't been over to the shop in a month and a half to see Mike, and I know he's got tons of other stuff in there, and I'm going to be oogling some things and probably bringing a few prototypes back with me, or one-offs, and testing out some colors and some patterns, but I'm going to get those things done. And in the meantime, if you're interested in the book, you can go over Those Guys, Connecticut. Good morning, buddy. But you can still go over to Shopify. I've got tons of apparel still left, all on great deals, men's and women's. And all my big buddies out there that needed 2 and 3X, there's still a bunch of 2 and 3X in the men's shop. So go check it out. Buy yourself a present. Tell yourself it's from somebody else. But I'll have the link to the Shopify store down below. It's completely secure. It's hooked to PayPal, and I've had a couple guys that have messaged me privately and said, "Hey, I'm not all that keen on that kind of stuff, and I live local. Can we meet and I'll give you cash for the t-shirts?" Of course you can, and I've done it a couple times. I met a nice gentleman, Robert, the other day, and he got his wife a nice t-shirt. So yes, if you're close or if it works out, yes, you can do COD, and we can meet up. But for everybody else, head over to the Shopify store. It comes with a PayPal link. Everything is right there in the store, and you can get whatever you want. There's signed copies of my books. There's t-shirts, like I mentioned. There's stickers, and very soon there will be 6-packs of I1 baits. George Parson, keep your tip up. You too, buddy. Thank you. George watches and comments every day. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The support you guys give me is overwhelming. It really is. It really is special, and it. You know, guys are like, "Oh, why do you go out there every day?" Well, you guys. I come out here for you guys as much as I do myself. Don't get me wrong. Even without you guys, I'd still probably be out here. But it's better that we can share and do things together and share ideas and talk fishing, talk techniques. I'd like to show you how to catch one here so I can go out on a high note. Oh, I thought that was one right there. Oh, tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Any fin is possible. Good morning, buddy. Merlin. I can't wait to check out the shop and order my 6-pack from you. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'm trying to get down your way, Merlin. This is the last weekend of deer season, and I've procrastinated since opening day, saying, geez, I really would like to get back out in the woods one more time. And I would, just not as much as I'd like to catch fish. Because I really would like a couple back straps and tenderloins and some beef or some venison jerky. So, see if I can motivate myself to get down there one more time. Because I know for a fact I'll be back down there opening day next year. And hopefully for more than just opening day. Keep your eyes open down there for me, Merlin, and see if there's anything good for sale. Something small and cheap. Doesn't even have to have land. There's so much state land down there. An acre or two and put a camper on or something and boom, done. Hunting camp. Well, guys, these fish don't seem to be willing to play, which is unfortunate. Fishing's fishing, right, buddy? My buddy Tony D is going to be out here shortly. He goes out of A&P, so he'll be down the other side of the island. I'll let everybody know tomorrow what he did. Like I say, I haven't been that far. I haven't been past the islands now in a month. I've been sitting over these same fish, and I just kept telling myself I'm not going to leave fish to find fish, and that's usually the cardinal rule, and it's usually a rule to live by. And it's paid off. You know, now like today I get the itch. If I had more time, I'd be running around. I can tell you that already, because yeah, I can tell you that already. Because this is slow, and I see fish here or there, but I'm not really seeing them good. And this is my last cast. I'm going to make a mile, but I know this is a weird time too, everybody. I am completely sensitive to the plight of the working man, because I am one. You know, I love the guys that have the time in the morning to watch the live. It's cool. It means a lot to me. We're going to call it a day on that cast. I'm just not feeling it, and I got things to do. But if you can catch the live, I love it, man. I love it, and I hope you comment and we can interact a little bit on camera. My loons are back. There's 3 of them today. You know, I love the fact that there are so many people that can watch and have time in the morning. If you're at work, don't get yourself in a bind trying to watch the morning show. Unless, of course, your boss is cool and is a fisherman too, and then turn him onto it, and then you guys can both watch it. Check the comments real quick one more time. Donald, looking forward to ordering the 6-packs and a shirt. Right on, buddy. Okay, everybody, I'm going away. Have a great Thursday. The weekend's just around the corner. Like, you can see it from here. It's right over there. So let's get ready. It looks like it's going to be pretty good, especially Saturday. Looks like it's going to be really nice. So get out. Go fishing. Go hunting. Do something. No sense of sitting around. Thanks, everybody. And as always, have a great day. Do something great today. Be great today. Be nice to somebody. Be nice to yourself. Actually, you should start with that. Be nice to yourself today, just like you would someone else that you care about. Self-care is important, and we gotta love this before we love anything else. So get this house in order, and it's something as simple as look at yourself in the mirror, smile, say hello. You know, it's okay to talk to yourself. It really is. It doesn't mean you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Well, sometimes it might, but it doesn't in this case. It's critically important that you take care of yourself just like you do somebody else with that same level. And that's not always easy, and I don't always live up to that with myself. I can be very hard on myself sometimes, and I say things that I would never say to somebody else to myself. And with every passing day, I'm more mindful of it. When I get in those situations and those spots and I'm upset with myself, I try to deep breath, let it all out. And remember, I'm all I got. You're all you got. If you're not good, if you're not in a good place, if you're not healthy mentally, physically, it's tough, you know? And I don't want that. I want everybody to be great. I want you to be great and do great. I want you to take that with you for today into Thursday. Hey, the fishing was slow this morning. So what? We still got out and went fishing. And if you're watching from somewhere else and you're not out here with me, then I'll do it for you. I took the lumps today. I caught one, I lost one, and that was it. But it's still awesome. It's still better than not going today. And even if you are going by watching me, you still went. So thanks, everybody. Have a great freaking day. Keep your tip up.